Alright, well, since everyone's doing this tier thing, guess I'll give it a try. This is Godzilla tier list. Godzilla films. God damn it. Godzilla movie tier list. Okay, here we go. We have S tier. The best of the best. Mwah. Just perfect filmmaking. You know what I mean? Like, just the kind of films that you watch and you're like, God damn, that was a fun, well acted, entertaining piece of cinema right there. Just the best of the best. And then we have A tier. You know, it's pretty awesome. It's good. You know, it's not like brilliant filmmaking or anything like that, but it's good. You know, it's good. And then we have O, which is okay. You know, it's just like, yeah, well, you know, it passed the time. You know, I was bored. I didn't have anything to do. Whatever. Just whatever kind of film. Just, you know, not that good. And then we have WTFITS. Question mark, question mark, question mark. You're probably wondering, what the hell does that mean? Well, it means, what the fuck is this shit? Those kind of films that make you just go, why? Why? What's going on here? What are we doing? Why is this a thing? Like, what the fuck were they thinking? And then we have KMS. Kill myself. Why? Because these films make me want to kill myself. Okay, so starting off with the original, we have Gojira 1954, or sometimes people like to call it Godzilla King of the Monsters. It depends. And obviously, this movie is just going to go right on the S tier. It's just a masterpiece. Beautiful. You know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Godzilla films? Those are kind of dumb, aren't they? But let me tell you now, this is just a groundbreaking piece of cinema. You know, you have... it revolutionized kaiju films as a general. You know, it created the art of suitimation with a man in a suit. You know, all of the effects were practical, nothing CG, obviously, because of the time. You know, so the actor actually had to be in there when all the explosions and all that shit went off. So, you know, they were hot. You know, the actor actually passed out. You know, suffering for your art. That's how you do it, right? Godzilla was the symbol for nuclear destruction and, you know, how Japan felt during the World War II bombings. And it was just a really, really, really entertaining, well-made commentary, honestly. And it got me emotional at times, you know? And this is just one of the best films I've ever seen in my life. It changed my thought process on filmmaking in general, you know? It's one of my favorite movies ever. Definitely on the S tier. And then we have Godzilla Raids Again, or no, sorry, Gigantus the Fire Monster. You know, this movie's fine. It's okay. It's, you know, it's cheesy, it's stupid, it's weird, you know, but it's fun. You know, it's the first time that Godzilla's fought in another monster. You know, that was cool. You've never seen that before. And it was really well made, you know? Two people in suits battling to the death. I mean, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. I had a fun time watching this one. You know, I'd probably give it an A tier. You know, I'm not going to say it's the best or anything like that. It's certainly not S tier at all, but it's fun. It's a good watch. Moving on. Next, we have King Kong versus Godzilla. This movie's just fucking awesome. I mean, what can I say about this movie? It's epic as hell. You know, it definitely is cheesy. You know, I mean, this entire battle to begin with doesn't really make any sense because Godzilla's like way taller than Kong. And the original Kong in the 1933 movie, you know, he just step on Kong and just kill him. I mean, even if, you know, you were to beef up Kong to Godzilla size, which is what they did, he still get bodied by Godzilla. This fight doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I'm gonna make a video about that, but you know, it's fun. The fights are good. You know, the acting's hokey, which is always fun. It's a good one. You know, definitely give it a watch. You know, yeah, it's a good one. Then we have Mothra versus Godzilla. man, it's a really good film. It's a very classic film. You know, it's very important because it introduced one of Godzilla's most famous adversaries, or, you know, companions, in Mothra. Immediately going to give that an S tier because, I mean, what can I say? It's like I said, it's just classic. It's a great film. Godzilla's badass and evil in this. He's destroying everything. You know, he killed Mothra. And the ending was a little bit weird. I don't really understand how Godzilla could lose to, like, 2 larvae, or I don't know, it's weird, but it's a good film, you know? It's a very good film, and it's actually the first Godzilla film I've ever watched, so there's a lot of nostalgia behind this one, so definitely giving it an S tier. Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. This is a very important film, you know, to the Godzilla series. It introduces Ghidorah, who's one of Godzilla's most famous villains, if not the most famous villain. It introduces Rodan to the Godzilla series, who previously had his own movie, as well as Mothra, actually. I forgot to mention that. Mothra had her own movie before she was in Godzilla vs. Mothra, but it's a good one. You know, Ghidorah's awesome. His design's amazing. You know, this film's a bit silly. It definitely starts to get a bit cheesy and geared towards kids, but I had a fun time watching this movie. It's a really good one. You know, I definitely recommend and give it a shot. It's great. And we have Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, which is where the Godzilla films start to get kind of for me, at least in the Showa series. You know, there's a lot of shitty dialogue in this one. It can be very boring. The space shit gets kind of at times. Really cheesy. And I like cheese, but this is really cheesy. You know, the fights are fun. Godzilla dancing around was goofy as hell. You know, it's not the worst, but it's not really the best either. You know, it's okay. It's fine. We're gonna give it our first O tier, actually. Okay. So the next one we have is Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. Now, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, this movie is just not good. It sucks. What else? The fights are weird. Godzilla's playing like volleyball with another monster with a rock. How the fuck is a rock that big? How could he even... whatever. I don't know. But it's just weird. I mean, I watched this movie as a kid, like, all the time. All the fucking time. And I loved it. But, you know, remembering it now and watching it as a 19-year-old, it's just... I don't even get it. It's definitely weird. Has one of the worst Godzilla fights ever with him fighting this condor. You can't even see what's happening, you know. And then Godzilla acts like King Kong, like interested in this woman, even though he's a lizard. He's a fire-breathing lizard. No, sorry, atomic-breathing lizard. It makes no sense. I don't know. I definitely putting it here. It's a weird one. We have Son of Godzilla. Son of Godzilla is, you know, people say it's one of the worst. I say yes, but it has a lot of charm to it. You know, it's goofy, it's corny, but at the same time it's kind of heartwarming with that last scene with Godzilla and his son in the snow. You know, good stuff. The fights were cool for the most part. I had fun watching this movie, actually. So, you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Then we have Destroy All Monsters, which was just... It's a very interesting concept, what they did with this film, with Monster Island. You know, you had all the monsters. You had Ghidorah, you know, Rodan, Mothra was in this. Even though Mothra in the Sea Monster film was in her butterfly stage, but in this film, she was in her larva stage again. But this movie also takes place in the future, and I don't know. I guess it's a different Mothra. Whatever. time travel shit. But, you know, it is okay. It's not bad. It can be kind of boring when the monsters aren't around destroying things or fighting each other. There's a lot of bad dialogue in this one. Really boring at times. But the ending with all the monsters stomping the shit out of Ghidorah was awesome. And, you know, if you want to see this movie, go ahead. I'd skip to the end. Nothing too special, but it's fun, you know? It's fun. I'm not putting it there. I'm going to put it probably... probably O. Probably O. And then we have Godzilla's Revenge. Oh boy. God. Well, I'm immediately putting it here because this film makes me want to kill myself, but other than that, I mean, what is there to say? It's awful. It's dumb. The acting is horrible. It's uncreative. It's just stock footage of Godzilla versus the sea monster and Son of Godzilla. It's just, I don't even know what to say about this film. It has like the dumbest monster of all time in Gabra. I don't even know what he looks like. Looks like a retarded version of Godzilla, or I don't even know. His powers are weird, and I really don't recommend this movie. I really don't. It's so bad. It's so bad. It has this anti-bullying message, which just doesn't make sense. Like, okay, we get it, you know, bullying is bad. But after watching this film, it makes me want to beat someone up. Godzilla's son talks. I don't know why. I mean, I know it's a dream, but I don't even know. Like, I can't. This movie's horrible. Moving on. And we have Godzilla vs. Hedorah, which, again, it's really not a good film. It's weird. I guess Hedorah's kind of cool, you know? But it has this save the earth message, which is dumb. I mean, you're going to have a save the earth message, but then you have Godzilla, who's a atomic breathing dinosaur, destroying cities and fighting against other monsters. You know, I don't know. And then, like, this dude is, like, hallucinating, and he's looking at, like, fish heads. And it's weird. Like, literally, like, watch this movie if you want, but do it on drugs. Definitely do it on drugs, because you will be tripping hard. Definitely not a good film. What else is there to say? We have Godzilla vs. Gigan. Oh, give me a fucking break. Can't I get to a good film? This movie's just... I don't even know what to say about this film. What is there to say? Everyone knows. It's just... I mean, where do I even begin? First of all, you know, the Godzilla films were starting to go into, like, the... You know, they're geared more towards, like, kids. And then you have this movie here, which shows blood and people swearing, and I mean, the villains are cockroaches. What I mean, that sums the movie up right there. I mean, even as a kid, I was like, what is this? What am I watching? Even my own mother was like, what the hell are we watching? I mean, Gigan's pretty cool. You know, he's one of my favorite villains. But, you know, he only shows up... He shows up in this film and in the next film, and then he doesn't show up until Final Wars, which sucks, but we're not going to talk about that film just yet, but I don't even know. You know, Ghidorah's in this, which is cool. You know, it's just... But there's, like... They reuse stock from Destroy All Monsters, and... I don't know. This is not a good one, guys. Definitely don't recommend. Stay away. We have Godzilla vs. Megalon. And this one is, you know, it's not bad. You know, it's fun. It's cheesy. You know, the underground people are perhaps a bit too extreme. Like, I get nuclear testing sucks and all, but do you really have to destroy everyone with a monster? Is that really warranted? I don't know. You know, it's fun. I don't know what else to say about this movie. It's okay. You know, Jet Jaguar's in it. He's cool. I mean, I guess. That Jet Jaguar song was pretty corny. Oh, his probably definitely has one of the best Godzilla moments when he, like, runs and then I don't even know what he does. He, like, glides with his tail or something like that. And he, like, hits Megalon. You know, I don't even get it. How's that possible? It's as weird as Godzilla flying in Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Yeah, I forgot to mention that one. He flies. I don't even know what to say. This movie's fucking awesome. Definitely giving it an O tier. You know, it's not awesome, but it's pretty awesome. And then we have Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. And this is definitely one of the best films in all of the Showa series. You know, robots are cool. It's ingenious how they decided to, you know, create Mechagodzilla. It's like, yeah, Godzilla's been a good guy for a long time now, and we want to bring him back to his evil roots, so why not do it as a robot? It's pretty fucking awesome, right? I mean, I don't even know what to say. Mechagodzilla is just badass in this film. He bodies everyone, you know? You know, he beats the fuck out of Anguirus. You know, he beats the fuck out of Godzilla. You know, he beats the fuck out of King Caesar. So yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites in the Showa series. And the ending was awesome when Godzilla, like, rips his head off. And yeah, moving on to Terror of Mechagodzilla. And, you know, while this one's pretty fun as well, I wouldn't say it's as good as the previous film, but it is a good one. You know, you have Titanosaurus, who's a new kaiju that they introduced. He's like some sort of, you know, sea monster or something like that. Not too sure, but, like, he's pretty cool, and he has, like, interesting powers and all of that. You know, the fights are good in this one. Godzilla makes a pretty cool entrance, and the ending was pretty fucking awesome. And so, yeah, this movie closes out the Showa series, which leaves us to the next series, which I'll be talking about in part 2. So stay tuned for that. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.